another session a couple of minutes earlier, which is basically on schedule. This is exactly how I like. My next guest here is Glen, and Glen is the founder and CEO of a software company called Coach Vantage. And so we'll talk a little bit more about software automation and high touch coaching in a high tech world. Welcome to the summit, Glen.
Thank you, Natalie. It's great to be today speaking to all of you. Thank you, Natalie, for inviting me to speak. Then we introduced, my name is Glen Oliveiro, and I'm the founder of Coach Vantage. Coach Vantage is essentially a coaching management software. It's an all-in-one platform to help you to not just manage your business, but also to help you coach your clients and perform your coaching in an automated way. And I'd like to talk to you today about the topic of high touch coaching in a high tech world and making sense of it all. We have seen, over the last few months, how it has really exploded into this. My presentation today is not going to be a focus of AI or machine learning, but I just want to talk about how high tech can be used to support you in your coaching business, delivering an exceptional client experience. So when we talk about high touch, what exactly is high touch really is a very personalized experience. And coaching in a true sense of how I see defines coaching is really a partnership with your client. And in delivering your coaching services, you really are helping person to find answers within, come up with their own solution. And you're there really as a guide, cheerleader, and there's someone to support them. So it's a very personalized and personal engagement. And high tech, high tech today is different from what high tech was 2 years, 5 years, or 8 years ago. And it will be different 5 years, 2 years into the future. That's how fast technology changes. Before, when I created Coach Vantage, it was about 8 years ago. Back then, there were about maybe a handful of platforms that support coaches. That is now significantly increased, which is a good sign. It means that coaching has become so important. Tools have also increased to support of coaching. So in my presentation today, I'm going to talk about three things essentially. Why I feel that high tech doesn't and shouldn't replace the human interactions in coaching, yet can definitely support you how you can actually benefit from it. I'll also talk about how technology can help you to deliver personalized interactions with your clients and can also help you to deliver smooth and seamless client onboarding and acquisition. And then we'll talk about automation, how automation can help you be more productive, be more efficient, so that you can scale faster and coach with confidence. Because you don't want to be bogged down with doing all of the admin things and losing sight of the bigger picture, which is really about helping client transform, helping your client grow, and to also to grow your business and to scale your business. So coaching, as I mentioned, it's really about being there to provide emotional support. It's a deeply personal and emotional process, and it really needs a human, to help your clients go through that coaching journey for you to partner with them. This is not something that can be replicated through technology. You can't sit in front of a machine and help you to be coached. So I've tried in ChatGPT putting in a problem statement as a client and asked how it could help me. And it basically gave me a list of instructions and what. That isn't really coaching, that's really about instructing or teaching. So it does lack the empathy, at least at this point, emotional intelligence. And trust, of course, is fundamental to the coaching relationship. Building that trust, having your clients have the confidence to sharing details about themselves and their personal situation. It can't be a substitute for your expertise and your experience as a coach. Neither will it be able to have the flexibility or creativity. Only you will know how to employ as you're coaching your clients. You need to be able to adapt to your clients' evolving needs. So having said all of that, I was speaking with a coach a few days ago, and she asked me about AI in coaching. Now, there hasn't been a lot of work, the use of AI coaching. And so I asked her, well, how do you feel? What do you think about AI in coaching? And she wasn't really sure. I'm just figuring it out. So the way I see it, you can use AI to help you to research, plan, ideas, to get inspiration, to create. You can certainly create outline the courses, parts of the content. If you're running courses and modules, you can use chatbots and closing chatbots to help you answer queries that come through your website. And you can use AI to help you organize meeting notes, transcriptions from video calls, automatically converting voice to text. And also, you could use AI to help you with evaluation and improvement. Some of the tools are really interesting, and that's probably why is ChatGPT, Jarvis, Fireflies, which is interesting. It's something that I actually had experience with, where a video conference was held, transcribed all of the information, but not just transcribe the conversations in the call. It was also able to pick up the emotions behind what was said. So that was really interesting. And then there are also tools that are really creative, like a mini force generator, where you can type things in and help and use AI to help you create title of your courses or even the outline of your content. And of course, you have the ability to tweak it and customize it and add your value. So those are just some of the ways you can use AI, but it isn't, I feel, a threat to your employment as a coach, right? It's not going to replace you overnight. So how can technology be used in a practical way? And it is already being used in a practical way to a very large extent to help you to deliver personalized, smooth, seamless client. Well, first and foremost, video conferencing tools like Zoom, Google Meet become so prevalent. COVID changed everything. It's here to stay. Hybrid work is to stay. The way we interact with each other online is here to stay. And so video conferencing has really been born for coaches to coach at scale, to coach anytime, anywhere, and to really open up the world to benefit from it. It's used for the initial discovery call, it's used for the onboarding, it's used for you to see a good fit working with your client, and then of course with the ongoing online scheduling tool. You see many websites that are using online scheduling tool to book a discovery call or book a coaching session. And it's really beneficial because when someone lands on your website and they really like with what they want to work with you and they're in the moment. So it's important got on your website, able to commit to a with you. Yet I still see many websites, many coaches still using contact forms, still using the back and forth email to set up an appointment. And it probably takes about 3 at a minimum, sometimes up to 5 or 7 emails just to set up a time because you may be coaching cross borders, right? There's time zone issues, there's availability issues. And it really makes me wonder why coaches still like to use contact form email. And so when I had the opportunity to ask, I do. And typically now I like to have that personal touch. I like to find out a bit more in the emails before. Now, from my perspective, I think there's lots of better and smarter ways to do that. You can always include an intake form and get the information that you need before they make a booking. That helps you to prepare funds for the call. And it's a lot smarter in terms of saving you time without all of that back and forth email that really will bog you down from industry. The other thing that really helps with the coaching engagement and the partnership, the use of a client portal. Some coaches use another vicious sites on the client's access, which is great to be able to access videos or files, assessment, etc. Or a client portal where clients can have all of their resources, schedule their appointments, and have the communications with their coach in a single place and done in a secure way rather than an email or through text message. And it really helps them to stay focused, organized, and motivated because they'll be able to go into that one place and get what they need. And, they'll feel motivated looking at the goals that you can actually set as a coach and for them to check how they're doing in terms of it. The use of online forms and surveys is another great way to collect information about your client needs, goals, interests, and their preferences and challenges. And it helps you get those insights and customize the coaching experience that you. So as I mentioned, there are heaps of tools out that coaches use. And a lot of these tools that you see in this image, these are just some of, right? Some of the more common tools that you Google Drive, Kajabi, Giphy, to deliver your courses, CRM tools, video content tools, note taking tools like Evernote, and then the scheduling tool like Calendar. These are all, you probably use in some shape or form, and they are great in their own right. They are really fit for function. They do what they need to do very well. So scheduling tools is help you to schedule appointments and paid. However, when you use a tool that's really fit for function, there can be gaps in the client and workflow management, especially say coach, because not only are you a small business owner, you are also a coach in the mentoring practice as well. And so if there is some form of a workflow management, use of scheduling tool, it's not purpose built for your coaching work or coaching practice. So what typically happens is that somebody makes a booking, a contact record is created, and yet when that person says yes to be your client, I want to work with you as my coach, Calendly or Acuity, these aren't coaching platforms. You're not going to be able to share notes or resources. So what you end up doing is you're having to use the app, maybe having to manually transfer that information to some other platform. And therein lies these pockets of information scanned across multiple tools. As your business grows and scales, the more clients you have, the more leads, prospects who are requesting for discovery call. It can at some point overwhelm it. So typically, we see that there are tools that help you to grow, which means to create your offers, like your coaching programs, courses, tools that help you to acquire clients, maybe through a landing page or through a website, e-commerce, and then the invoicing or the payment collection that can be done website or through Stripe checkout pages. And then The next part is when you're managing the coaching engagement, managing the coaching sessions and your contacts. This is where the break point. So the break in this workflow really results in a lack of congruency. You've got pockets of information across different tool sets. You're talking from one tool set to another. You don't really have a holistic view of your business or your client. And you're really spending a lot of administrative time trying to make these things work. Somehow, maybe you need to hire a VA to help you transfer this information. You need to spend time, additional outside of your normal working hours, to make sure that these things are working in a way you want it to work. And really, it's leading to a lot of efficiency. Now, as a coach, your time is your own. So you really don't want to be spending precious time, which is money, on things like this, which can really be automated by using. And worst of all, that if your client suffers as a result and the client is impacted, can result in dropouts from your program, can result in them, frustrated to the point where they're stopping their engagement, and employer reviews. So the frustration really of using this tool is a lack of integration. Some tools may not play nice with each other. You need to find some way to get them talk to each other. And you're not really having a single source of truth for both your business, coaching. It can be costly because the more tools you have, tech stack is building up. And you're paying separately for different tools that are doing different things without getting a coherent look of. It's time consuming, inefficient, as I mentioned. And while some tools are really great and fit for purpose what they do, its limited functionality may cause a problem in delivering a coaching program, leading to a poor client experience. Now, I'm not suggesting that there's going to be the one ring to rule them all. There's not going to be the one tool to rule them all. I don't think it's ever possible to find a tool that's going to be doing 100% of all the things that you need to do in your business. But you need to find that rule of it, right? You've got to find at least that one tool that can help you do 80% of things that are of value. So what are the things that you can actually look out for by way of automation to boost your efficiency? You can scale a lot faster and coach recon. The first thing is really the bread and butter of your business, of your revenues, of your lifeline, which is your business, is creating your coaching programs. And you need to be able to do that in a way that is seamless and easy for the client involved. Because you really want to sell experience. And it's about delivering the value. It's about delivering a professional experience from that first touch point that gives the client the confidence that they're going to be the right coach to work with. So you really want to make first touch point, the enrollment, seamless and easy. Everything can be done in one single workflow. For example, publish your program landing page where they can e-sign a contract, or you can have the option of automatically sending a contract for e-signature, because you sometimes we not want to create more friction, whereas you can collect the payment online and have them fill out an intake form information and book the first session for the program. The next thing you want is to have something that's customized and flexible so that you can customize your landing pages, branded images or video that talks about it and what the value proposition is about the program. And at the end, you also may want to have landing pages be embedded within your website so that it is giving a very seamless experience to your client on your website, or could exist as a standalone landing page. And you don't want the prospect to have too many distractions. You want them to just go on the landing page and be very focused on what your program has to offer. So there has to be the flexibility to support how you want to run your workflows in your business. The next thing is really having integrated and smart schedule. So I talked about using standalone or scheduling tools like Calendly or even a website for space we have. But what you really want to do is make sure that when someone books a discovery call with you, that contact record is going to be existing in your platform so that you can manage the next part of the journey, is engagements in a very seamless way. So that's what having an integrated scheduling tool is all about. You want to have clients be able to self-book or have the flexibility to set up on their own. Every coach I speak with has a different way of managing this. Some like to set up session by session. Some like to set it up all at once, the recurring appointments right from the beginning, all of them 12 sessions booked out for the year. And wants to have flexibility for a tool to help you to manage the way you work. So really, tool needs to be the enabler. And it's not about you having to fit to what the tool can do. Reminders are obviously great because they will minimize clients' shows. And of course, you also want the ability to set up your cancellation and your rescheduling. You also want to ensure that you can have an integrated online payment as part of the program sign up. I think that's a no-brainer. We certainly want to have people to make the payment as they sign up to your program. But like I said, some coaches work in different ways. Some prefer to set up ad hoc sessions before each and every session. And some like to set up packages. They collect payment upfront or over a period of months. So having the ability to integrate with payment platforms, PayPal, Stripe, AutoFix, I think is another one as well. Coach Vantage hasn't integrated with it. It's something we need to look into. But right now, Coach Vantage supports PayPal or Stripe. And then with client management, so this is the crux of the coaching. So you want to be able to streamline your communications, easily manage your contact information in one place and check that conversations in one place. I think managing your coaching practice or your coaching journey through an inbox in it is going to see not just for yourself, for your client as well. So one place like a client portal where you can manage all of these conversations. And you can also automate administrative tasks like reminders for appointments, billing and payment, and also having one place where you as a coach can have a view into the goals, the progress, what they've completed, and allow you to provide a really personalized support and guidance throughout the coaching partnership. The next thing that you want to do is automate coaching engagement. And by this, I process. So when you are having a client is, for example, needs to focus on their goals, you can set due dates and make sure that they have these goals in front of them so that it's visualized, it's documented, and you can set up smart goals, make sure that they are actually completing these goals on time, or maybe if they're stuck, they need to really communicate with you where they're stuck. It really helps them to take accountability in the coaching journey with you. And it also helps you by sending forms. You can send to them before a session or after a session to find out how they're doing. Because if this kinds of high touch interactions that happen and take place, not just during that 1 hour of coaching that we have once a week, it's a month, but it's also about you following up and checking in on how they're doing. And you can use tools for, and you can automate this and send it to them so that they know that you still have their backs. You still are thinking about them and how they're doing. The next big thing is about file share, resource share. Really want to be able to provide a place they can get these documents easily. Be able to also include these files at the point where they have signed up for your program so that within the client portal, these files or resources are going to clear for you. So it really avoids you having the back and forth and then sending them an email after they've onboarded and saying, hey, here's a link to Google Drive where you can pick up these documents or this video. And you can put all of this as part of your program creation step and have it all. And then with notes, a way to take notes and share notes within the platform as well, so that you can keep these notes private or you can share these notes as you wish. So you saw this earlier in terms of the breakpoint between growing and now, what would it look like if all of this was actually very congruent, very seamless, where you can create your offers, sell online, acquire your clients, schedule the appointment, coach, and thrive and grow and scale your business using one platform. So this means creating your coaching programs, your landing pages, embedding them in your website, in the intake form, get information from your potential clients so that you can prepare in advance for first important session, getting the onboarding the client very easily because they're going to get an email telling them that they have access now to a client portal. They'll be able to book online. You can set up their reminders. You can sync your calendars. So they're never double booked. And it's integrated with Zoom so that the Zoom link is always sent out if you select Zoom as the meeting location for them to easily click and have Zoom video conference. And then you're going to be able to also manage coaching aspect very easily with the client portal. It helps you to see how they're doing with their progress, what are the goals they've completed, what are the ideas that they've completed that you've sent to them. Then you're going to also be able to automatically log your coaching hours in the coaching log. If you're looking to certify, this is great because you can export the coaching log and send it along ICF to the coaching. So as you grow and coach and manage your business all on one platform, you can use it as a simplified CRM, invoice, complex e-sign, and track your revenue and really be able to increase your client lifetime value when they stay for not just maybe one coaching program, but you can easily upsell to the next one as well. So just to recap, Coach Vantage is an all-in-one coaching management software. I can't promise you will to do 100% of all the things you need, but you can get pretty close as a to manage core aspects of your business and of your coaching. Help you streamline your workflows, flexible enough to support different business processes. So that you are not having to tweak your processes into a tool. Should be the other way around. And it will really help you deliver a professional client experience on the client portal and ensure that they are getting value and tangible results out of work. So I really wanted to thank for attending the presentation today. And as my way of thanking you, we are offering a special for attending this webinar today. You can sign up at www.coachvantage.com and you can use promo code, it's in caps GTE 2023. And you don't need to damage or use this promo code as you sign up for your free trial, which is 14 days. You just need to use this promo code when you are ready to use Coach Vantage and you feel that it is a good tool, will suit you, and then use this promo code at checkout page. So thank you. Happy to field any questions that you may have. Natalie.
Well, we are right at an hour. So thank you so much. It was a very nice, both high level and low level overview of really everything. So thank you so much for taking the time to share your expertise with us today. I'll talk to you later, and everyone, I'll see you in the next session.
Thank you.